symbolically now, Africa does not need to speak from outside the tent. It is going to be inside the tent. But again, symbolism can only go that much far. As you alluded to it, it is one thing to be a member. It's one thing to be seen, to be included, but it's quite another for you to be able to benefit from these institutions. I think the first speaker made a very important argument. That is two things. Number one, we are at the crossroads in terms of how some of, all these institutional structures, multilateral institutions that have been established over the last few decades are now coming under tremendous strain of some of its contradictions that are playing out, especially over the last couple of years. But even more importantly, I think the election in the United States will loom large over some of these institutions, to the extent that during the campaign, during Trump 1, and now during Trump 2, through some of his appointments, he's made it very clear that he has got very limited regard for multilateral institutions. And so big public problems like hunger, climate change, requires a tremendous deal of, cajoling, diplomacy, and consensus. So when he says America first and make America great again, some of those things will come up against those reality, and then that harsh reality is where Africa's involvement or some of the implementations of some of these really lofty pronouncements will be very important. But nonetheless, it is a very important step for the African continent.